Oh, we're happy to be able to say to disturb their party. You know, as I say that there is a, you can open this pavilion with champagne, you can open this pavilion with a party, but Ukrainians every day they open their mass graves with a shovel, and between those two there is a space where you make a choice, and Biennale made their choice. They're standing today together with Russia. This pavilion is used as an alibi for a terrorist regime. Russia is killing Ukrainians every day. That is why we came here to denounce this decision and to point out that Russian only art is blood. If you want to expose Russia's art, if you want to expose Russia, then show mass graves in Ukraine. Then show civilians without limbs who will live for decades like this, the rest of their lives. Then show ruins. This is the only Russian art there is today.
Why do you think the Russians aren't standing up to Putin?
Well, some Russians do. They're not so many.
Like you.
And they're here. I'm Ukrainian.
Oh, okay.
We're Ukrainian movement Femin. This action is done joint. It's a joint action between Pussy Riot and Femin. And this is for the first time we act together. Both our movements stood to Russian regime. Stood to Russian regime since more than a decade. Pussy Riot in Russia, Femin in Ukraine. Well, today we're united for the first time in history of our two movements. That is a big event for us in itself. And the perfect reason for this was that Europeans get more and more blinded by Russian propaganda and open the door to terrorist state like Russia and provide them an alibi, a cover-up of all those, once again, mass graves in Ukraine that we discover every day, of all those deaths, military and civilians, more and more civilian casualties with every day. Yesterday again, Russia killed more than 25 Ukrainians at homes, in the shops, in the streets, on a bus stop. And Russians today are allowed to jump and celebrate and open champagne and expose their art. Their only art is blood.
Are you free to share your name and your hometown?
I'm Ina Shevchenko.
Ines.
I'm born from Kherson. I'm originally from Kherson.
Ines.
Thank you.
Ina. E-2-N-A.
A message for Meloni. Do you have a message for Meloni?
I think that we expect from Italy to stand clearly in defense of Ukraine, but first and foremost in defense of itself, of Europe, because it happened like this, that Ukrainians are the last front line, the last line between Russia stepping into Europe. Maybe not with tanks on Champs-Élysées, but in other forms of hybrid war they invented already today. So therefore we expect from Italians not just charity for Ukrainians, not just best wishes. We expect from Italians and from all Europeans to stand for themselves and defend themselves from Russia.
How about
Shevchenko. Ina.